Okay, y'all, this is not a drill. DaBaby just reignited the Diddy scandal, and guess who's caught in the flames now? Beyonce. Yes, Queen Bey herself. DaBaby came out swinging with some jaw-dropping allegations, claiming that not only was Beyonce present at one of Diddy's infamous freak-off parties, but that she allegedly tried to seduce him right in front of Jay-Z and Diddy. And this is not some random TikTok rumor. These claims were made during a viral interview with DaBaby on Club Shay Shay, and baby, it got people talking. So, according to DaBaby, he got invited to a private event at Diddy's mansion back in early 2020. Things were already strange because Diddy cleared the entire house, sending most of the guests home. But he allowed DaBaby to stay, along with a very exclusive list of about 15 people. Among them were Jay-Z and Beyoncé. Let that sink in for a minute. And DaBaby says once the room got quiet and everyone had left, Beyoncé made her way over to him, introduced herself, and started acting real friendly, like flirtatiously friendly. Now, DaBaby kept it cute and didn't go into explicit detail, but the way he told the story made it clear something strange went down. And before the internet could even blink, people were speculating that this private interaction was anything but innocent. Fans online started connecting the dots, saying the vibe at that event sounded exactly like one of Diddy's notorious freakoffs.
He had put majority of the people out, but he allowed me to stay in there. Me and, maybe about 15 others,
Right.
Jay-Z and Beyoncé being, two of the other 15 people in the room. So that'll just put into perspective of the type of company I was in at the moment, And she came over and introduced herself to me like as if she had to.
Right.
Beyonce, cut it out.
One person online said, "You let that man put his arm around you, DaBaby? Of course he took a liking to you. It wasn't even about your music." Another added, "The Beyoncé walked up and introduced herself to you? Yeah, something weird was going on." And just like that, people started side-eyeing Beyoncé and questioning her role in all of this. But wait, Jaguar Wright had something to say too. And if you followed any of her commentary, you know she doesn't hold back. In a separate interview, Jaguar backed up DaBaby's story and even added more disturbing context. According to her, that wasn't just a private meeting, it was one of Diddy's infamous freak-offs. She claimed that DaBaby didn't fully expose what happened out of respect for Jay-Z and Beyoncé, especially since the interview was hosted by Shannon Sharpe, who allegedly has close ties to the couple and the NFL. Jaguar accused Shannon of editing out the real tea to protect the Carters.
What he is a broke-down Mandingo fighter still working on behalf of the NFL. That he did that interview with that DaBaby person who sat there and told him about when he met Beyonce. Y'all remember that? That happened on Shay Shay.
Jaguar then went completely off. She accused Beyoncé and Jay-Z of being deeply entangled in Diddy's freak-off culture, and even claimed Jay-Z was allegedly pimping Beyoncé out for high-end favors. Jaguar said the only reason Beyoncé was able to participate was because Jay allegedly kept her on a cocktail of substances to keep her under control. She claimed this is why Beyoncé has been so busy lately, dropping back-to-back albums, launching new tours, fragrances, alcohol brands, and anything else that could pull in cash before the hammer drops. And then came Uncle Ron's allegations, Beyoncé's alleged ex-bodyguard. Right before his passing, he also claimed that Jay kept Beyoncé on substances to manipulate her. He said she had been on those for years, and that was how Jay maintained control over her public image and private life. This echoed everything Cassie had claimed about Diddy. Remember, she said the only way she could get through Diddy's freak-offs was if she was heavily sedated, because sober participation wasn't even an option. Uncle Ron's story wasn't alone. Jaguar Wright jumped back into the spotlight again earlier this year and doubled down on claims that Beyoncé has been trapped in a gilded cage. According to her, Beyoncé might appear powerful, but behind closed doors she's allegedly being controlled, manipulated, and kept in line through substances and handlers. Jaguar called on people to start a Free Beyoncé campaign, comparing her situation to Britney Spears and saying the public has no idea how bad things really are behind the scenes.
And the more drugs he pumps down his wife's throat to keep her in the character.
No, girl. Not my beautiful Beyonce.
I tell you this right now, y'all talking about Free Britney, y'all need to be doing a campaign that say Free Beyonce.
Diddy's team is also pulling a classic PR move, blame the victim. They're now claiming that Cassie was violent too, that their relationship involved mutual abuse. They say Diddy isn't denying that things got physical, just that he wasn't the only one swinging. They even plan to show cell phone videos and a supposedly unedited version of the hotel footage to support their defense. Let's be honest, though, that's a risky move. Most jurors don't take kindly to victim shaming, especially not when the alleged aggressor is a billionaire mogul who's built an empire on power, manipulation, and intimidation. It's a thin line between defense and deflection, and Diddy's walking it blindfolded. And if you thought this case was just about Diddy, think again. During jury selection, attorneys presented a list of over 100 celebrities and public figures who might come up during the trial. Michael B. Jordan, Kanye West, Mike Myers. Yes, that Mike Myers were all name-dropped. While they aren't accused of anything, their inclusion is setting the stage for a trial that could shake Hollywood to its core. Meanwhile, some of Diddy's powerful connections are already backing away. Bishop T.
Now, before all this happens, we may get another tour. We may get another album out of both of them. I don't know, because at the end of the day, they about their money first. They're going to do what's best for business first.
Jakes just stepped down from leadership of his mega church days after reports emerged that Diddy was offered a plea deal to snitch on others in the industry. That's right, Diddy could take down other big names if he chooses to cooperate, and it looks like some folks are getting nervous. Even Diddy's legal dream team is crumbling. One of his longtime attorneys, Anthony Rico, just quit the case, citing irreconcilable differences. Translation:
The reason why they're already living separate lives, and we may actually see one of the biggest divorces in Hollywood, is because Jay-Z is up next to be exposed. And it's only so much of these stories that Jay-Z can, he can pay off or he can block. He won't be able to stop this. And she knows it, and he knows it too. As far as who's gonna be the breakout victim / story, I don't know. Yeah, I might have to ask Jason Lee. I don't know.
This case is a sinking ship, and he wants off before it drags him under. The law firm of Alan Grubman, one of the most powerful entertainment firms in the world, also dumped Diddy as a client. And rumor has it, Lady Gaga threatened to leave the firm if they kept representing him, so they chose her. Ouch. The bigger picture here is terrifying. According to a major civil attorney representing over 30 victims, more than 400 additional claims are being evaluated, and around 15,000 credible tips have already come in. That's not a legal case, it's a reckoning. And it doesn't stop there. One plaintiff filed a civil lawsuit alleging he was trafficked, maimed, and coerced into silence for years. The list of alleged witnesses in his case includes Beyonce, Jay-Z, LeBron James, and Gloria Estefan, not as defendants, but as individuals who may have seen or known about what was happening. The case is now being called one of the largest organized sexual abuse and trafficking operations in the history of the entertainment industry. Diddy is accused not just of assaulting women, but of orchestrating a criminal enterprise involving threats, coercion, guns, and drugs. And now, he's blaming his behavior on drugs and alcohol. His legal team is trying to claim that Diddy's mental capacity was so compromised by substance abuse that he didn't know what he was doing. They even plan to bring in a doctor to support that claim. It's a bold strategy and one that reeks of desperation. In response, prosecutors are trying